Nice to meet you.
You too. I love the movie. So
Hey, thank you.
to start, can you talk about just what inspired you to make this movie to start with?
I have anxiety. Big reveal. And I was struggling with that at the time of writing the movie. And I remembered a session I had in therapy a long time ago where my therapist did this really great exercise where she was like, hey, like, let's take your anxiety, your depression, whatever's going on, and let's turn it into a character that you can interact with and we can sort of describe it. And it always stuck with me. And in that moment, I was like, I think this could be a really great narrative thing that maybe could relate with a lot of people.
Now, can you talk about your vision of what this thing looked like? Did it change at all over the course of making this?
Totally. It was a fun and interesting challenge to balance the creatures being cute, but also really terrifying, and sort of how that evolves across the movie. And the goal was definitely, it starts out kind of like cute and funny and like, okay, like, and then it gets really kind of more and more dire and screwed up. And so that was always a really interesting thing that we had to balance. And so I did that with Amber Marie, our creature designer, and we went back and forth a lot in the design, and we would be texting each other all the time. She'd be texting me pictures. And so we were always trying to ride that line with each stage. It was really fun.
Sure. Is that it on your desk?
This is one, so this was actually a birthday gift that they gave me from the design team. This is not one of the ones that was in the movie, but she's a replica.
It's adorable.
Yes.
And how is it created? Is it like a physical thing? Was CGI used at all?
It was all practical. I think we did use VFX to maybe clean stuff up. And one of our puppets who's animatronic, we had six puppeteers puppeteering it. So we had to remove those people. So, we did VFX of that nature, but it was all fully real. It was like having another actor on set each time that they would come in. It was wild.
Okay, and can you talk a bit about just, I mean, the message that I took out of it was it's kind of like your like critical inner voice, and you have to be nice to it. Maybe it won't be as critical. Can you just elaborate on that if I'm right in that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's really spot on. And I think, so much of the movie is about acceptance and not about sort of banishing these sides of ourselves that we're ashamed of or insecure about. It's sort of about bringing them into the light and being like, hey, hiding this, I think, is making it worse and not talking about it, and loving it and being compassionate towards it and accepting it is hopefully better.
Sure. And I also feel like a big part of it was it kind of gave her a warped sense of reality as well. Can you speak to that at all?
Yeah, I think the movie is so much about that. It's about how this creature affects the way she thinks and makes her question people she trusts, makes her question herself, and it distorts every element of her reality, I would say. And so much of that, comes from her relationship with her mom, and all of that is meant to tie together. But I think that's the appendage's job, is to just distort your reality.
Sure. Trying to think, was there, I guess without like giving too much away, like a favorite just moment for you to create that you're just really excited for people to see?
Yes, there is a scene, I would say halfway through the movie, where I think someone has said it, the rocket launched. And after that, I was like, whoa. And I'm really excited for that scene. I don't want to give too much away, but it's a gnarly scene, I would say.
Sure, sure. All right, Anna. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. It was nice to meet you.
Okay. Nice to meet you as well. Bye.